始まります。すいません。だいぶ遅くなりましたが。Okay, here we go, guys. We're going to talk about this, that, and like that over there. So we have your starting point. Okay, so let's say this is you and these are your eyes and you're seeing this. Okay, so ごめん。これちょっと見てくれる? Sorry, could you look at this for me? The for me is this te kureru part, okay? So, kore, okay? The thing that is going to be closest to you. So, like, if this is your starting point, kore must be something like in your hands. Like, let's say I'm holding, like, my homework, okay? Like, kore mite kureru? Could you look at my homework? Or, like, can you look at this for me? Like, my phone or something like that. Okay? So, kore is, it's got to be close to you. これ飲みます. I'm gonna drink this. これ投げます. I'm gonna throw it. It has to be, usually it's in your hands or something very, very close to you. Does that make sense? わかったかな? 皆さんわかりましたか? Do you guys understand? わかります, sensei. Nice. Okay. Let's move on. Boom. Jelly. それ, all right. And this is like, I feel like I've said this a bajillion times, okay? So if you want like phrases for practice, this is a great one. それめっちゃかっこいい, man, that is so cool. You guys can see my cursor, right? We have this middle one in the middle, okay? I know what it is, but Bernardo doesn't know what it is, okay? And I'm like, dude, that's so cool. それめっちゃかっこいいよ. めっちゃかっこいいじゃん. And I'm pointing to it, right? And then he's like, どれ? Like, let's say there's like 5 things, or it's just like, he looks over there, and there's nothing that he can really see. And he's like, dude, what are you talking about? Dore? Dore? Like, what is cool? Like, oh, I'm like, oh, dude, that's so cool. Like, what's cool? What's cool? Okay? So let's think, what could sore be? All right? What could sore be? What could sore not be? That's a tricky question, my friends. Okay, so let's think of some examples. もうバーンってみんな言ってください。それ can be close objects, but それ is like, in my mind, it's like I'm pointing to somebody. それいいね. Or like even something that somebody says, like, oh, I like that. You're like, oh, それいいね. I like that. But let's say I'm listening to a song and I'm like, ah, これいいね. This is a nice song. But if like I'm pointing to a cool car, like その車, or like それいいね. その車いいね. That's an interesting example. If I am this close to an object and I say それ, it's like it's gross or something. If we go back, あれ would be like close to neither, like far away from both of us. No, are doesn't have to be far away from both. I could be, as long as I'm far away from it. So you could be really close to it and I'll say, are, and then you're like right next to it and you're like, which one? So you don't both have to be far away. So sore could be many, like pretty much any object, okay? But one thing that we don't use sore for is people, or especially not are. Don't say are. Don't say are in reference to people. It's very, very rude. Like that, you're like it, like that thing, that's your girlfriend, are. I said it once and it was so impolite. I felt so bad because it's like somebody, I was like, who's your girlfriend? And then the person was like, her. And I said are, which is basically like that thing, like she's so ugly. And I felt really bad and I didn't know, so I apologized and he explained because he was nice. But okay, anybody who hasn't followed yet, please follow and turn on those recommendations so you know that when we stream. Okay, so here's the situation. I'm here, Bernardo is somewhere, right? No, or we're both next to each other. All right? And he's like, and I'm like, oh, Bernardo. Oh, sorry, not Bernardo, Smile. Are nani? And then he's like, huh? Arete? And so when we say arete, he's like, what do you mean by are? Arete, what are you talking about? What do you mean by are? Could you be more specific? That is like, if you guys want to know, that's like a perfect translation of that, as far as like capturing all the meaning. And I say, あれ何その黄色いやつ What's that yellow thing? What is that? And then we walk up, and then we see it's an ugly t-shirt. And we go, T シャツだった。T シャツ。T シャツ。もう捨てよう。捨てよう。Let's throw it away. このは誰だよ。この何この何この人この人この if you use この、その or あの you need to have a noun after it. Nice, Pyro. この人は誰ですか完璧 perfect Japanese. Gonna go over some basic, like, not basic, some alternative meanings of これそれあれ, okay? So, あれ, we use it all the time, okay? When, like, something is not matching up right, you're like, あれあれちょっと、あれなんだっけ What was that thing? あれあれ I was thinking about something, but now I forget. あれ What was that person's name? あれright? I'm sure my Japanese friends, 日本人のみんなもね、わかると思いますけど、あれってめっちゃ使いますよね。とんでもなくあれを使う。ねえ。Okay, so let me explain these. So, これでいい is, I said this will be fine. So, これでいい, it sounds like you're settling. You are settling for whatever the choice is. I'll use it in the way that it's like, that it's used in like an impolite way. So like, let's say somebody gives you some clean socks, okay? And these are not the socks you wanted. And like my wife, I was like, hey, Chiaki, can you get me some socks, some clean socks? And I didn't specify, so that's my fault. And she comes down and gives me these. They're clean, by the way. I just haven't put them on yet today. These, they smell good. And she says, here you go. Hi. And I said, yeah, これじゃないよ. Like, I don't talk like this to my wife, okay? I said, これじゃないよ. Like, I don't want these ones. Not these ones. And then she's like, ごめん. And I was like, yeah, これでいい. Like, I'm settling. These ones are fine. This will be fine. These are acceptable. This is acceptable. I love that translation for the meaning. This will be acceptable. This is fine. It's fine. And then let's use the same example, just slightly differently, okay? Let's say I say, same thing. Chiaki, ちょっと靴下取ってくれへん? Can you get me some socks? And she's like, okay. And so she brings me down socks. She brings me back down these socks. And she's like, ごめん JD、なんかどういう靴下がいいかわからなくて、これでいいかな? Like, will these ones be acceptable? Are these okay? And then I said, yeah. これがいいよ. No, these are the ones I really wanted. These are the ones I wanted. I'm gonna try to blow through these real quick. So, あれなんだっけ? あれどこだっけ? So, the grammar point in this is, so, nan is nani. So, what was that? And then, dakke, this is like a tool or like a thing you attach to use to like, what was that again? Like when you're trying to remember something, or like I don't remember, but I'm trying to remember, like, nandakke. What was her name? 彼女の名前なんだっけ? What was her name again? あれどこだっけ? Like, where did we eat that? What was that ramen place? あれどこだっけ? Where was that ramen place? あれ. Are, this is a little different than the other are that I was using before. It's like, are? That one's like confusion, like can't remember. どこだっけ? Yeah. Like, where did I put my phone? 携帯どこに置いたっけ? 携帯どこに置いたっけ? Where did I put my phone? Where did I put my phone again? It's not dake, it's dakke. Has nothing to do with dake or only. So this one's like are, like when you're trying to remember something and you can't remember what it's called, like it's very similar. Are, that thing, the thing that we did, are, what was that thing? So you'll hear it. You might not use this immediately. あれなんだっけ? あれ